I'm Al Bacon, and I would like to welcome you to my Let's Fix It Right channel for easy and straightforward solutions for your home improvement, maintenance, and repair needs and projects. And this is my faithful assistant Cody, who will help us get this project right with his dogged determination and helpful project tips. In this episode, Cody and I will show you how to install a wooden newel over a concrete floor at the base of a stairwell with rock-solid results. This was my first attempt at this project. Using my measuring, cutting, and installing techniques in this video, you will be able to achieve similar professional results on your first attempt as well. In addition, we'll show how we achieve this solid installation by countersinking and totally concealing 4 of these 6-inch lag bolts inside our newel mounting block and then screwing them into reinforced hard points on my stairwell structure. Also, please note that I did not have to purchase any expensive or special newel mounting hardware. Based on my experiences, special hardware like this may or may not work out very good. As you can see, with this final installation, none of my installation bolts, seams, or attachment points are visible. With this in mind, this episode will show you how to achieve this. This was my original roughed-in builder-grade stairwell and handrail leading into my basement. As you come down here to a landing and make a 180-degree turn, there's another short set of stairs into the basement. And this is where I originally set up my newly purchased newel. This is my stairwell upgrade. This is the final result of my Newel installation with its connecting handrail and balusters. As you can see, its beautiful appearance blends in perfectly with the upper wall, upper stairs, and stairs skirt. Most importantly, my Newel install is rock solid. It has zero deflection in the direction of the handrail and minor deflections in the directions perpendicular to the handrail. This strong, rigid, and durable Newel installation also supports standard residential building code height requirements for its connecting handrail. Per Cody's tips, stair handrails must be between 34 to 38 inches in height according to residential building codes. Information that I obtained from the internet shows if your house or stairwell was built prior to 2022, you can measure this height anywhere on the stair tread. If it was built in 2022 or after, take this measurement from the nose of the stair tread. If you're not sure about your codes, I recommend that you check with your local county or municipality building office, or go with a 34 to 38 inch measurement from the nose of your stair tread to be safe. This is my upstairs stairwell, which was built in 1993 when my house was constructed. For my basement newel and handrail heights, I'm basically going to use the same heights of my upstairs newel and handrail. As you can see, its handrail height meets the 34 to 38 inch requirement in the rear portion of its stair tread walking surfaces. I initially set up my newly purchased newel here in my upstairs great room. As I said, I wanted to capture the upstairs handrail and newel heights and orientation so I could transfer them to my basement newel and handrail. As you can see, the handrail comes in at this location on the newel, and its center point is 39 inches from the floor. This means the center point on my basement newel will be 39 inches measured from here to the bottom of the newel where we will make our cut. I've positioned the newel here in my workbench According to its instructions, you need to remove the plug at the bottom of the newel prior to cutting the newel to its proper length. Later, we'll then use this plug to install the newel. I position the newel here on my workbench. My handrail center mark is here at the center of this section on the newel. It is 39 inches from here to the bottom of the newel where we are going to make our cut. My poplar newel from Home Depot cost $119. So when working with expensive material like this, I strongly recommend that you use the best saw blades available. In my opinion, Diablo Blades are the best industry has to offer. Their strong, long-lasting teeth provide exceptionally accurate and dependable performance with very thin and precise cuts. Additional tools and material we'll use in this effort are as follows: heavy-duty Loctite Construction cement and Elmer's carpenter glue, which is not shown, Durham's water-based wood filler for finishing, Dremel Saw-Max, Dremel Multi-Max, a 20-volt drill, brad nailer, and 1 1/4 and 2-inch brads, drill bits, clamps, Spade Bits or Forstner Bits, a small level, 4 6-inch lag bolts, a deep socket to match the lag bolts, and 1/4 by 12-inch drill bit. For a link to competitive pricing for the Diablo Blades and these other tools and material items, go to the description below and select Show More. I've got it set up here with my level, with my roller. So I've got it in a good level position, and I also have it shimmed here with a piece of 1/2-inch chipboard. And as a general rule with woodworking, anytime you do something for the first time, it's always good to practice, just in case you make an error. So what we're going to do is we're going to just cut the newel down at a lower location, just to make sure that everything goes okay during the cut, so you don't ruin the piece of newel. I have to purchase another one. So let's go ahead and make our cut at this time. Okay, so as you can see, it goes most of the way through. I did get a decent cut. Doesn't go all the way through, so we're going to have to revolve this, rotate it, and make sure we keep it in alignment when we do this. So let's just go ahead and do this with the safety cut or the practice cut. Sure we can do this correctly. Okay, so we have it turned over. I think I'll go here so we can line that blade up exactly like we had it before. Okay, so you can see it takes 2 cuts to do this. So at this time we'll move it up and perform our second cut, our real cut. Okay, make sure we have the blade lined up. Okay, we've got a decent cut here. Okay, we'll rotate it exactly the same way we did on our practice cut. Okay, that completes our cut. With my newel lined up, you can see that I made a mistake. I cut the newel too short to accommodate for the height of my lower staircase knee wall. When putting this simulated 3/4 inch knee wall cap in place, the cap hits the molding that goes around the outside perimeter of the newel. As you can see, in the upper right hand corner, the knee wall cap should slip into position just below this molding. Consequently, I made this 2-inch extension to attach to the bottom of the newel. Which fits nicely in this location. As you can see now, we have adequate clearance for the top of the knee wall. And this 2-inch extension makes my downstairs handrail 2 inches higher than my upstairs handrail. The newel originally came with this 6-inch mounting block, which I replaced with a 9.5-inch block for greater strength. first order of business is to capture the outside perimeter of the newel up against the stairwell. With the newel in position, trace and capture the following lines A through E on the newel. To start, let me explain what these lines are. Initially, they may be a bit confusing, so bear with me. After we make our cuts and put the newel in position, it will be easy for you to understand how all of this fits together. The dark lines are lines A through E that just define the perimeter of the newel against the knee wall and step. To ensure our connecting lines are not visible after the newel is mounted in place, we'll make our cuts along these dashed lines that are 1/2 inch inward of the dark lines. Okay, using our Dremel Multi-Max, we'll make these two cuts on the lower piece. One. And cut number 2. Okay, so we've removed that section here, and you can sort of see now, visualize a little bit better what we're doing. Next, we'll remove our 9.5 inch block and continue on with our cuts. We'll do this first long cut here, second long cut here. We'll turn it to the side. Okay, so that's the extent of the cuts we can make with the Saw-Max, so we'll finish up with the Multi-Max now. Okay, so we'll now secure these two pieces to the 9.5 inch 4x4 permanently with carpenter's wood glue and our 1 1/4 inch brads. We'll put a little glue on there first. Okay, so we'll mount this one first. Sure we have all our pieces meshed together. And put the brads in right on the edges of the wood so we ensure they don't interfere with the bolts, the lag bolts. Okay, that's that piece. And the other piece. So at this time we're going to butt the bottom newel and its plug, 9.5 inch plug, up against the knee wall here, as well as the capper tread, and we're going to double check our level surfaces or perpendicular surfaces. So to do this, we have that in place. We'll slip this bottom piece over, and then we'll slip the remainder of the newel over the plug, making sure it fits on there. We've got everything meshed up nicely. So get buttered up into here. We can see we've got that perpendicular, and we have an even surface all the way along here. So we're looking good there. And now we want to make sure we're good in this direction. And if you place this on here, get this up at the bottom. And we are perpendicular there too, so we're in good shape. Next, we need to ensure the Newel mounting block will line up with its reinforced hardpoints on the stairwell structure. This is a practice mounting block with the 4 lag bolts installed. 2 of the bolts will screw into this sturdy 2x12 within the knee wall, and the other 2 bolts screw into this side, which is composed of 3/4 inch oak and several layers of plywood and 2x4. I've selected a 5/8 inch Forstner bit to drill our 4 countersink holes, and the depth we want is approximately 2 inches, which is marked by the bottom of the blue tape here. You can also use a more common spade bit. However, I've had the best results with Forstner bits. At this time, we'll start by boring the initial countersink portions of our 4 holes. Using a bit size to our lag bolts, we'll finish drilling the 4 countersink holes all the way through the block. And it's important to keep these centered. We want to go right down the center here with a good pilot. As you can see, it didn't quite go all the way through, so we'll finish these 4 holes with a hand drill. Finishing the drill, just like that. I applied a generous amount of this heavy-duty Loctite PL 375 construction adhesive on the back side of this surface and this surface here. Okay, so using our 1/4 inch drill bit, or a 1-foot drill bit, we'll go ahead and drill this very first hole. Okay, and we'll clean it out. And we'll secure it in place with a lag bolt. After drilling and installing each of the 4 lag bolts, temporarily install the Newel and check its perpendicular orientation in the fore and aft and left and right directions. Continue this effort by installing bolts 2 through 4 and checking the Newel's perpendicular orientation after each bolt installation. Okay, so as you can see, it levels out again. So let's go ahead with the next bolt. Okay, so we'll put the 3rd bolt in at this time. We've completed installing all the lag bolts, so at this time I'll cover all the exposed sides of the Newel block with construction cement. Let's go ahead and put the Newel on. Slip down above like we did before. And let's check our Boy, we're perfect right there. We're perfect there. And we're perfect there. So there you go. You can't get any better than that. And finally, we'll permanently nail the newel in place with 2-inch brads. After shooting a few of them, yeah, we'll check our level. So we'll go one high here, one high here, one high here. Let's see what we got. Perfect. Perfect. Let's go ahead and nail the rest of them in. As you can see, the newel is perfectly level. I'll let this glue dry all night and then fill the brad holes in newel manufacturer's imperfections with plastic wood. I'll then apply 2 coats of primer and 2 coats of latex paint that matches the rest of the staircase components. This completes this episode where Cody and I showed you how to install a wooden newel over a concrete floor at the base of a stairwell with rock solid results.